Welcome back to Captain's League, the Deuce 2. It's quarterfinals number 3. It's like a play-in game because if you win it, you advance to the semifinal. If you lose it, you play my team in the elimination game.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
All right, let's take a look at the teams. We got the Freezers versus the Rippers. Here's the squads.
Shelfy, Iceland,
Jake Stromboli, the streets.
Swilly Sports, body built by In-N-Out.
Adam Bannon, forward, short leg. Lorenzo DeMalia, homeschooled.
Jimmy's little brother, not homeschooled.
Jack Doyle, never worn a hat like this before, really.
Graap, University of Scranton.
Last time these teams faced off, though, in the regular season, it was the game of Swilly, who is going to be on the mound for the Freezers. Not only did she throw a scoreless inning, but also a walk-off single against Jack Doyle. Little note as well, her mom and boyfriend are in attendance today. So we'll see some, we're going to hear some cheering over there. Met TJ, the boyfriend, a couple times. Very nice guy.
Thomas Jane?
Don't know.
Timothy John?
I like to think that you were right the first time. Trust your gut, Thomas Jane. All the way from California, her mom here today, so that's pretty awesome. You know the adrenaline's going to be high, and Lorenzo DeMalia is ready to step in to lead us off. Here's the first pitch. Spikes it for ball 1, and we are underway in this one-inning game.
Good length, hits outside stump. It's Adam's language.
Are we talking cricket right now?
Talking cricket.
Okay, that's cricket.
Zoe said he felt great last week in games 1 and 2 for his team.
There's a better pitch from Swilly, but does miss outside. Again, we've touched on it a little bit during this tournament, but Zoe is still nursing that shoulder injury. He's talked to me a lot about how it's affected his swing, what I've seen, what I can help him out with, and I still think he looks good. Oh, line drive, caught by Shelfy. What a play! Look at Top Shelf getting up to make the grab. The first time Swilly finds the strike zone, Zoe was ready to go, but unfortunately so was Top Shelf.
Unbelievable. She went with the spiked curveball. She calls it a drop, I believe. Zoe does exactly what you want to do with it. You throw it off the tin on the first base side, and you hope you get a good bounce. It bounced right into the big mitt of Shelfy. And if this game's tied, one-hand catches are the tiebreaker.
That's all the ups I got, Ryan.
Typical Zoe swing, but Shelfy was ready to go, and that's a huge first out. And again, a one-inning game, outs at a premium. And momentum is a real thing as well. Ball 1 there from Swilly. Luke O'Brien hitting second, which is interesting. I guess you're not going to see Jack Doyle till that 3 spot in the lineup, a little lineup change.
Yeah, in a one-inning game, that is interesting. Maybe to empower Luke a little bit.
Sure. He
struck out twice against Swilly. She did get him on the breaking ball, which she's not throwing here.
Misses low.
Hasn't found the zone with that. It's her fastball. It is a two-seam,
yes.
65, but it's her faster of her pitches that move arm side.
Yeah, the pitch that Zoe hit, I'm not sure if that was the changeup or the curveball. Couldn't really get too good of a look at it from up here, but yeah, has not found glass with the fastball yet, and that is her bread and butter pitch, so she's going to need to find that. She's going to need to find it quick. Oh, she did go 2-0 curveball, though, so she's showing confidence in other pitches, which I do like.
So the pitch, that was a slider. I can just see because I can see her hands, so
yeah.
The fingers were close. Slider. The pitch she threw to Zoe was a spiked finger. I think that's like her changeup thing. I'm not sure. I didn't get a...
Yeah, that one definitely had more bend than the pitch she threw to Zoe.
3-0. Let's see what Luke does. Takes.
Ball 4. Dangerous Jack Doyle lurks on deck, so if you're Swilly, you definitely want to get in the zone.
It seems like getting behind the batters who are perceived as less threatening is a very daunting task.
I'll tell you what, as a pitcher, that's a big thing. You're in your own head. You're like, I don't want to walk this guy because I know the other people are dangerous. But she does find the zone there. But there's something about that. Like in my head all the time, if you know a hitter maybe isn't swinging, or if this is a guy I need to get, it's like all I want to do is throw my fastball for a strike. And you just can't sometimes.
That was her fastest of the game at 67 miles per hour.
She does miss outside there, though, for ball 5. The Rippers have a man aboard now, man on first. And here comes the captain himself, Jack Doyle, sporting an interesting-looking cap today, might I say. But, hey, that's Doyle for you. You never know what kind of wardrobe, what kind of funk and filth we're going to see from this guy.
He said he knitted it himself. I said, that's not yarn.
I don't know if I believe that. You know what? I do believe that, and that's the problem. He could. He probably could. I can't believe he took that.
Well, that's her secondary pitch. It's a little slower. She's at 67.
True. Yes.
I don't know if it was the grip or she just aimed it a little more, but I can't believe he didn't swing at that. It's Jack Doyle.
He swings at everything, and he gets one middle, and he takes it. But maybe Swilly did fool him with a little bit of an off speed there. Either way, big for her to get ahead. Oh, my. And that's great tunneling right there. She goes 60 miles an hour, middle of the zone, and then 66, top of the zone.
That one had a little bit more like rise or just stayed true. Look at that. Yeah, that's
absolutely.
definitely the faster one. And hacked Doyle with the bat on the shoulder.
Now,
not living up to his name.
I will say, if you're Doyle, you have to sit curveball here. Swilly, when she gets up 0-2, 1-2, loves to go curveball. I think we're going to see it. But I don't know anything because she goes back outside with the little changeup for strike 3. Sarah Wilson, Swilly, with a little point to her mother and boyfriend in the stands. Awesome moment there. And wow, I mean, I love that because Doyle might have been thinking along the lines I was thinking. He might have been thinking, here comes that curveball, but Swilly goes, I'm going to hit you with that changeup outside. It works for strike number 3.
He thought it was going to come back. It did not.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, usually you see Hack up there just hacking.
Take Hack. Not a good at-bat there, by the way. He looked at the 2 strikes and then swung at the ball. Not ideal.
Lack of Hack Doyle. Lack Doyle.
And Swilly is 1 out away from putting a donut on the board, which would be huge because then the Freezers would just need 1 run in the bottom half of this inning to move on to the semifinals.
And my guy Jake is leading off for them.
And you think that would be a walk-off home run? You want to call that now?
I probably would guess first pitch, home run off the logo.
Okay. If that happens, I might have to pull a Chris Rose and just take my shirt off. Here's the 1-0. Great pitch, great spot inside. Now, you've told me this a lot, and I 100% agree. That's the way. There's not too many holes with Zoe to get him out. That's the one way you can get him out. You have to live inside. The second he extends his hands, game over.
Up and in. And then if you can throw the secondary pitch she has, it's just slower, I would try to almost like a back foot slider, like a back foot change up, so to speak. But she's going curve.
That's that change, I think. That's awesome.
Yeah, you're right. That's
that
change.
So awesome. The speed difference is what's killing because that pitch looks the exact same out of her hand, but one of them's at 67 miles an hour, one of them's at 59 miles an hour, and you can see Zoe's just a little bit out in front.
Yeah, I think it's staying more true than people expect it to.
Right.
Usually the slower ones are going to also move, but it's actually staying on its line. She got 2 strikes, 1 more strike.
She's going curve. Oh, I didn't have the grip right out of her hand. She went back to the heater, which makes sense coming off of the changeup. She did unfortunately spike it, but 2-2, still has 3 pitches to work with.
It looks like she takes her pointer finger and she spikes it,
right,
which is usually a curveball, but it's just taking enough off that is her changeup.
Yeah, I saw her spike it, and that's why I thought it was going to be the curveball, but it wasn't.
Good mind games. Again, do it again.
And then if you can go lower and slower to Zoe, I would just try to go up and in again. I would not throw him anything that breaks away.
Ooh, that just missed. Great pitch there, though. Pretty much on line with what you said. She went more up than in, but that's definitely not a bad 2-2 pitch. That's a good chase pitch. Unfortunately, Zoe is one of those guys who probably isn't swinging too much unless you're on the glass. He's going to make you earn it.
Now,
that was a great pitch.
It's the first game of the day, so this might not ring totally true, but we're in that magic number where she needs to get Zoe out and keep the pitch count where it's at. Oh, hits the camera directly. Those were like the same exact pitch, but 66 and 59 miles per hour. That's her arsenal right now.
That's what she's doing today. The curveball we haven't seen too many times. It's been fastball, changeup, but it's her ability to mix it right now. That's been really impressive to watch.
Yeah, we're at 18 pitches. You know, this is a long at bat. We got a full count. If Zoe can spoil some, and then we've seen pitchers kind of struggle at this point. I think it's a big strike 3.
Oh, 67 on the outside pipe. Swilly showing the emotion. What a pitch, what a spot, a perfect pitch when she needed it the most. And Swilly puts up a 0 for the Freezers. You know Captain Shelfy has to be absolutely loving that. It's probably killing him that he can't pitch, but with Swilly stepping up the way she has, it's been so impressive to watch. A huge pick for Shelfy in this draft. And now they have a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the first right after this.
Jim, do you have anything for Swilly or no?
No. It would just be compliments, which I don't know if
it'd be
leads
like,
to
we
much.
love the way you're
just
tunneling your pitches.
Great job.
Team huddle. We're screwed.
What a pitch. What a pitch, Swill.
She made like 9 amazing pitches. Yeah, that's really.
Oh, Swilly's batting. Swilly's batting. Yeah. That's my bad. I should have said that earlier.
It's kind of our Achilles heel. Okay, let's go.
Let's just run into one.
I'm gonna get weird. Hit the camera directly again.
Shelfy, question from one of the Jimmies, and you have to figure out which Jimmy it is.
Okay.
How many swings does it take for you guys to win this game right now?
I have to figure out who asked the question.
And then proceed to answer the question. Yes.
I would say that Breakdown Jimmy asked the question,
Okay.
and I will say 2.
He said first pitch, Jake walk-off.
Okay.
And it was him. Very good.
Yeah.
So you get the question right, maybe you get the right outcome.
Let's go.
No surprise, Jack Doyle is actually on the mound, pitching in the fish hat for the first time. We've never seen that, so we'll see if that plays a factor. And we'll also see if Shelfy's prediction comes true. 2 swings. Maybe both from Jake. Maybe a swing and miss to get loose, and then pokes one for the homer.
Now, when you see the 0-0 on Jack's back, does it look like 2 lobster claws to you, like just pinching?
I didn't have that till now, but I'll give it to you for sure. First pitch. And and the young man looks loose today as he starts off with that rising slider for strike number 1.
Man, his first couple pitches the last game we did together were insane. I hope we get a dose of that.
All right, 0-1 count now. Goes back to that one gets Jake
my
in the
goodness.
stomach. He's not happy about it. He gives us a little look.
One swing, buddy, one swing.
Oh,
I'm really
this
not
is
rooting
ball
for the
one.
Freezers, though. Like, I need to beat them in this tournament.
Yes. Yes. Okay, hits him again. That's 2 hits. 1 more will be a walk. Remember that. Jack's thrown 3 pitches, all sliders. He can throw different variations of the sliders. Some rise, not as much as a guy like Colin Stone, per se. But he can throw a rising slider. He also just throws a traditional slider. Oh!
Oh, my goodness! Back-to-back doubles robbed with one-handed grabs. Now we're tied in the tiebreaker. Incredible start to both innings.
Lorenzo DeMalia says, anything you can do, I can do better. Taste of the own medicine there is he was robbed in the top of the first. He gets a little get back here in the bottom of the first. Helps out his We Got Ice partner, Jack Doyle. That's an incredible play. The first time Doyle throws something that's not a slider, Storiale's ready for it. And so sliding, one-hand snag, picks it right from the concrete before it makes contact. Huge play.
That's a really nice play.
Huge play. One of the better plays we've ever seen in the warehouse, and I don't think that's an overstatement to say. That was a tough catch.
Hot shot ricochet. Yeah, pinball.
Now keep in mind,
Is Shelfy always that crouched?
So gross.
he's a crouch guy. He might be a little
He
over-exaggerated.
was really, he got butt, it doesn't look that, did he get lower as it came? Yes.
Yeah, he kinda-
yeah, he squatted, and that got him because it was up high.
Now keep in mind, Shelfy's prediction was 2 swings.
That's one.
Jake's was their first swing. So if Shelfy wants to go Yabo here, inside, ball 1.
It's a good pitch selection by Doyle there.
That's more of like his curveball, like that kind of breaks down.
That was his
as
spike,
well.
yeah.
Doyle working quickly, and that is a swing, so the prediction is not true.
No.
And not a good swing at that.
Do we even know extra innings rules in this game?
We'll probably just have to, make them up on the fly. No, we probably got something. 1-2. I'd like to see the knuckle drop. We don't get it. Hit him.
Well, I like what you came up with, what we did last battle, so we can stick with that. We just have to thoroughly explain it.
Yes.
Which was walks are a base and a reset of the count.
2-2. There's a knuckle drop. See, that one was low. That's kind of what we talked about.
Yeah.
He wanted a swing and miss from Shelf, but Shelf did not offer. I mean, he can throw the knuckle drop in the strike zone, and you're going to get a lot of freezes.
I throw
From the
a
freezers?
high riser.
Okay.
Everything's been low lately.
3-2. Kind of an over-the-top fastball. 4-2. Shelfy doing a good job not expanding the zone too much here. He's a guy who can get to chase, but so far so good. And the crowd gets into it as we have a 4-2 full count pitch. Captain to captain. Slider, and he does get that chase from Shelfy. A pretty good pitch there from Doyle. It was a strike for the most part, but kind of tunneled down to the bottom half of the zone. Let's get a replay on this one. Slider, it looks, yeah, I mean, I can't really blame Shelfy for chasing that. It looked like a strike the whole entire way and then just missed that bottom pipe. With 2 strikes, that's kind of a pitch you have to offer at. Just a good spot there from Jack Doyle, and it's 2 up, 2 down, and Swilly, who walked off Jack Doyle the first time these 2 teams faced off after throwing a scoreless inning, has a chance to do the same thing here. Now this time it'd have to be via the home run, but hey, you know there's got to be some confidence from Swilly. Can she take that confidence from the mound to the plate? Jack Doyle misses up top with a knuckle drop. 2-0.
That was a knuckle drop up. I'd like to see him go back to that rising slider he opened with. It missed the zone, but it's such a devastating pitch.
It starts behind you. It's one of those pitches as a hitter, you just have to know where it has to start to swing because it's never going to look good. Heater, and that's, I mean, he steps right. Yeah, I'm saying
he runs to.
He's stepping towards third base there, sorry. Stepping towards third base.
The follow-through is incredible.
And not only that, he's all the way right, and he throws it all the way to the bottom left corner.
It's like he's expecting her to bunt.
2-1. Rising slider inside, 3-1 now.
Now, I think the more Jack doesn't find the zone, the more the freezers start feeling good.
And again, you know he doesn't want to walk Swilly to get back to Jake, who made good contact, so she should get something to hit as he does go fastball, and she was ready for it right on cue. I thought he might give her something good to hit, and he went with an over-the-top fastball, which we rarely see Jack Doyle throw unless he needs a strike.
Over-the-top fastball down the middle. That was Jack saying,
here it is.
Here it is.
You beat me, you beat me.
I got to get a strike. Now let's see what he does here.
Now
he's thinking.
He's
going to the
back
knuckle.
To something else. It won't be that heater again.
Knuckle
that was
drop.
a good swing.
Oh,
non-competitive.
good patience.
Non-competitive.
Good patience. Now I wonder here, you know, Swilly did walk him off. I'd go back to the fastball of sorts.
I wouldn't. That's a good pitch. And he does get the chase down low. Did not go to the fastball. Went to more of that 2-seam screwball.
Why is no one rooting for us? Why is no one rooting for us?
Jack Doyle matches the 0 that Swilly put up. We've got 0-0 as we go to our extra inning tiebreaker.
So we go to extra innings. Knorp was the one who really streamlined it to a place where even the audience liked it. So what we're going to do is each team chooses a pitcher, and they choose 2 hitters. Most total bases in the 2 plate appearances wins, but there's a caveat. If the batter gets walked, that is a base, a total base. It adds up, and he gets another at bat. It's perfect as far as now. Until we run into flaws, I think we've found a great short regular season tiebreaker.
Jimmy, I think that was perfectly explained. I think you touched on absolutely everything, and it looks like Swilly, no surprise, will take the mound after her shutout inning, and I'm guessing the 2 hitters for the Rippers will be We Got Ice, Jack and Zoe, and it looks like Zoe's going to lead us off.
Now, they're going to want to be patient, but she lit them up in the zone. Yeah, she got Jack and Zoe out, struck both of them out with fastballs in the zone.
What I like about this, it's a lot of strategy, too. When the Woogas in Blitzball battle got into this situation, we had Rourke hit first, and he got out right away. So my mindset was like kind of work Trev to draw some walks. I drew 2 walks, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to start hitting. So we'll see if Zoe's aggressive early. Ball 1 outside.
We also had a great finish with We Got Ice, where Zoe got a walk to get the 1 total base, but then got out.
Yes.
They needed 5 to win. And that walk allowed Jack to hit the home run,
Literally
which walked it off.
Had to hit a home run to win. Couldn't do anything else, and he hit a home run. Oh, he chased there. Okay, so he's aggressive because that pitch was out of the zone, and he did chase. Swilly went back to that changeup at 56 miles an hour, and you see Zoe pull it foul as he was a little out in front.
I'd love to see a slow-mo of one of these changeups at some point.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't move. That one looked like it might have.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little run, but not much. Definitely not as much as the fastball. 2-1 as she goes back to the fastball there. Swilly has been so impressive throughout this tournament. Can she do it one more time?
22nd pitch, 2nd inning.
Ooh, just missed low. Pretty good pitch. Not a bad idea.
Good pitch, Swell.
I was setting up 22nd pitch, 2nd inning, 2-2 count, but it was a ball. So it didn't happen. But I did my darndest to set it up. I think we're going to get a swing here. I think we might catch this one.
Okay. Oh, Ooh, had a good pitch to hit.
Whoa.
It's foul ball. Had a good pitch to hit there. Just missed it, but a big pitch for Swilly to get back into this count. It's now 3-2. And again, I'm going to sound like a broken record. Don't want to touch on this time and time again, but she has so much pressure on her right now because Jack Doyle's on the other side, and he's not going to give up too many total bases, if any.
If I was the catcher, I'd call fastballs up and in. I'd stay hard. I wouldn't try to go with slider or anything away.
3-2. Okay, we're going to go full. She went back to the heater, missed outside. 4-2. Now this is a question where does she have the confidence to throw something other than the fastball in a full count spot?
She's made her pitch when she's needed to a lot this tournament.
The big 4-2 from Swilly. Non-competitive there. Zoe will work. They walk. So that will be a total base, one total base, and he will also stay in the box as we will refresh the count. Back to 0-0.
The worst part, when you play we played one inning league for a while, or we just did it. You face the same person over and over. You walk them on like 8 pitches or something, and then you're like, all right, well, they're back up. You're like, I don't have anything new to show you. I don't have time for you to sit down and forget.
She starts off with a little slider there, breaking ball behind Zoe for ball 1. But 100% right. The more you see a guy, the more confident you're going to get. And you're like, what else can this guy throw me? And sometimes the answer is nothing.
Attaboy.
Kind of a tongue twister. Try to do
Zole, 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 Zole. Zole, Zole.
Yep, honestly, this is the biggest spot probably of her young blitzball career.
Here we go, Swilly. Let's make a pitch. He's going with the fastball. Low, hits the plate.
Zoe is one of the most ideal guys you want in a swing-off tiebreaker scenario like this because, again, he's going to swing at strikes, and he's perfectly fine with walking to first base.
They want to advance. They don't want to go to the elimination game. Yes. Whereas when I was dying on the mound earlier, they gave sympathy swings because they recognize the situation. But Zoe is going to be...
Oh, shot! And a home run from Lorenzo DeMalia. That is 5 total bases. Zoe does get a strike, and he parks one to dead center.
I thought we were going to catch it for a second.
It looks like my eyes lit up. I thought you called it.
Oh, man, a 3-0. I think it was a center cut fastball. It was at 65 miles per hour or so. Zoe got his timing right. Like we said, he got to see so many with back-to-back at bats.
Ceiling and just did get over that home run line.
63, and he's on time and clobbered it. Wow,
Also,
chomps the gum as he walks it off.
Notice the 77 exit velo for number 77 at the dish. How about that?
Unbelievable.
You can't make that stuff up.
No.
Well, that is a big swing. It is now 5 total bases. Swilly has to find a way to get out Doyle here to give any chance to the Freezers. So that will be another total base there on ball 5. Now 6 total bases. A double here from Doyle would pretty much be the nail in the coffin if you get to that 8 spot. Ball 1, Swilly misses.
I do think that you will see Jack expand his zone and say, well, I got my walk, and that's great.
Right. Now I'm hitting.
I'd like to hit a double, and I can hit something that's a little away. I can reach for it. He is wearing a fish on his head,
No,
so
really
he
is.
might go fishing.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
and he does, and he hits
goodness.
a rocket up to us. Wow.
That thing got up here in a hurry. It is a 10 spot from the Rippers. Jack and Zoe doing what Jack and Zoe do. Swilly just ran out of steam there. The pitch count got up a little bit. You can see that the velo wasn't quite there as it was in the first inning. Let's see if the Freezers have any sort of magic here in the bottom half. It would take a miracle at this point. We're also going to see who the Rippers decide to go with on the mound. Maybe it's not Jack now. Maybe you get somebody else loose. Also save Jack's arm for later on in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, Jack can give up 2 home runs and they win.
That's, yeah.
They need walks to win.
Yeah, if I'm Jake, who I think is leading off, I'm literally, unfortunately, I'm probably not swinging. You have to walk twice.
You have to walk twice to tie this game.
Yeah, so I'm not swinging at all.
I don't know. I'm good. I don't know. I have so many balls.
Yeah,
my bad.
From a strategic standpoint, I'm not walking at all. Or
That's
not swinging.
I mean, obviously it's a tough place to be. You're chasing 10. Right. You get 2 at bats.
I could also just wave the white flag and be like, realistically, we're probably not getting 10 total bases, and I'm going to swing off of Jack Doyle to get my bat ready for the next game because Doyle's probably the best pitcher we have, so just get good looks at him is good for later on. He starts with ball one. Here we go. It's one at a time.
Bad start.
Yeah, I do wonder if Jake gets like the over-the-top fastball from Doyle.
And just smokes it. 1-1. So, yeah, he's taking all the way. You can tell there.
We got a long day, and they got a path to the championship where Doyle, he doesn't want to be at 60 pitches before you get to the championship game.
Correct, but he's literally throwing batting practice. That was 61 fastball.
But it's a real big conundrum for Jake.
Yeah.
Well, a home run doesn't raise your odds of winning.
No. I mean, yeah, you hit a home run, and then Shelfy would have to literally walk twice and hit a home run just to tie it. There's a ball.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. 3-2 count here. We have a 3-2 count.
All right. Fish Doyle.
2 strikes is normally never an auto take, but in this situation, it should have been an auto take because he actually chased for strike number 3.
That's a weird at bat because Doyle's not pitching like he's doing. He didn't even do a windup. I mean, it's 10 runs.
Now, if Shelfy can put up 10 total bases by himself, it would be the greatest thing we have ever seen in this warehouse.
I mean,
it'd be Stan Rourke and BB7, pardon me.
I mean, do you do a distraction gambit? Like, does Shelfy,
I almost think
does he run across the plate?
I think if you distract Jack Doyle, he might just pitch better. He'd probably love that.
I mean, it sucks because Shelfy can't swing.
No.
Oh, God.
Like, he can't swing.
He could.
No.
No.
He puts a ball in play, they lose.
They lose.
He has to not swing. That's a weird thing. Why do you even stand there?
3-1.
I think I'd try to do something different a couple times.
You should probably crowd the plate.
Yes, stand on the plate and jump out of the way.
Oh, he swung.
Oh, he swung, and
it will be a ground out, and that will do it. The Rippers advance to the semifinals. The Freezers will have a date with the Breakdowns in the first elimination game of this tournament. A great first inning of play. The Rippers absolutely run away with it in the swing-off, though. Jack and Zoe put up a total of 10 total bases, and Jack Doyle shuts it down on the mound. We will talk to both of the captains right after this.
Guys, 2 great one-handed catches in this game. That was the first tiebreaker, so that helped you out. When Zoe caught that, we went into the second tiebreaker. Shelfy, was there any thought to putting Jake on the mound? We've seen a lot of us older people get tired after the 25-pitch mark. They had a lot of looks at Swilly. She lit him up, right? So the results were there, but was there any thought beforehand?
Yeah, definitely. I considered it, but like you said, some of the older guys, the arms get tired. I know I'm going to need Jake later today, no matter what in the next game. So we'll see him in the next one, and hopefully he's fresh. So that was I was hoping Swilly could repeat her success.
Yeah, very fair there. Swilly definitely has looked good throughout this tournament, and you're going to need Jake later on, like you said. Jack, you look good on the mound. You did kind of what you do. I just want to ask you about the fish hat, to be honest. Like, you think, how's it affecting your play? Is it improving it, or?
No, I wanted to just spark the team. I tried to do something. Last time we were so sad and defeated, and especially the Freezers slopped all over us. And we just, mentally and physically. So just give a little spark, loosen everyone up. Remember, we're just playing, and I think it worked.
No, I'm really happy that the fish hat, got rid of the mental and physical slopping.
I do have one question as I'm about to play the Freezers. Jack, your first at-bats against Swilly when she was on, we saw you take 2 fastballs in the zone. You're usually called Hack Doyle.
Right. That's normally for my jokes, but yes. What's the question?
Why? What was she doing to sit you and Zoe down looking in that first?
She pitches very uniquely, and it's very effective, where it's very baseball-y, where you can tell she's hiding the pitch in her glove. She throws across her body, baseball style. So I think we thought those pitches were going to be outside, but she was controlling her body and just kind of putting this dropping two-seamer or the riser and just lighting up spots. So I think we just had to adapt to that. And I don't even know if we fully adapted. We just got lucky we just took a lot of pitches and eventually worked out.
Nice. See you guys soon.
Hello and welcome back to Captain's League. The Deuce
2. My name is Zoe, joined in the booth by captain of the Rippers, Jack Doyle. We have an elimination game for you today. The Breakdowns facing off against the Freezers. Do or die scenario. Jack, how you doing?
Good. I am excellent. I just played the Freezers. They are a formidable opponent, and we also played the Breakdowns, and you're on my team. How
and
are
they
you
are
doing?
also a formidable opponent. I'm doing great, but first let's meet the players on the floor.
Shelfy, Iceland.
Jake Stromboli, the streets.
Swilly Sports, body built by In-N-Out.
Adam Bannon, forward, short leg.
James Vincent Michael O'Brien. And then I removed the Michael because I'm not Catholic anymore.
Jack Jolly Olive Oliver.
Ryan Cohen, recently hit by a motorcycle. We're good.
Dalton Feely, Blitzball battle, MVP University.
We have Talking Jake Storiale starting on the mound today. I don't know, does he go by that?
It's Talkin', I think.
Talkin'?
I don't think I think
There's no G?
I think it's a silent G like lasagna.
How do you spell lasagna?
With a G in the middle silently.
Spell it.
L-A-S-A-G-N-A-N-A.
You were one of the most brilliant
Is that
minds
right?
this word has ever seen. I think there was an extra A in there.
What?
Jake will be starting. Swilly pitched almost 45 pitches, so 44 probably, in her game against us. And Shelfy is battling some tennis elbow, so they need Jake to deliver a big-time first inning. And look who's starting off, Jack.
And let's we clean up the balls on the field. I still have some integrity of this sport still.
Yeah, I mean, our umpire, Jimmy Knorp,
let's get
a.k.a.
this cleaned
sideline
up.
reporter, off to a terrible start.
Yeah. Thank
Balls
you, everyone.
on the field. What is going on? Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Knorp.
Knorp, you want to know what? You're back in my good graces. You're invited to my cheese party.
I'm interested in this first game of the playoffs because I called the Breakdowns one of the best Captain's League rosters ever, and they are at the brink.
And the first pitch is going to be strike one between the most historic matchup in warehouse history. Jake versus Jimmy is what started it all, and Jake gets out in front with strike one.
Top pipe. Jimmy's front foot coming out of the box. He was a little early.
I always love watching these two battle because it's like they're not fooling each other.
This is back alley buds doing back alley bats.
And the second pitch is strike two, and Jake takes an early lead, 0-2 in the count on a 60-mile-per-hour two-seam.
Come on, Jim, swing.
Jimmy seems frustrated. Jimmy is such an interesting hitter because when he's going, you cannot get him out.
No.
But when he's off, like, he's just not seeing it. And the 0-2, and he gets it 1-2 sit down. Storiale with the punch out on his counterpart, and that is a must-have start for the Freezers.
Storiale has been lights out on the bump. Baggage fans got to be happy. Oh, I guess half happy.
Yeah, you can. Jimmy's is the most interesting because when he's right, that's a homer.
That felt ugly and bad. He's on the glass. I've been in my own head.
If he extends his leg, he misses, and if he doesn't, it's like a double.
It's either he hits 800 or 200.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
It's a mental thing. It's a vision thing. I know Jimmy's a big track the ball guy, and that's really just what it comes down to when you've been seeing this balls this much.
And here comes Jake versus Jolly. Jolly's had a lot of moments off Jake Storiale in this warehouse. What's he hitting against him career? Can you give me my stat guy here?
I'm stat guy. He is hitting 588.
It's good numbers.
Career with 10 hits and 17 at-bats.
That's a lot of hits and a lot of at-bats, and it's a 1-0 pitch inside two-seam. Storiale's velocity is something to monitor early.
Yes.
In high 50s, low 60s, it is frigid in this warehouse, so it's going to be tough to get that velo up.
And everyone is 4 years older than Battle 1.
It's true. And that is going to be hit into right field, and that is a base hit left field. I always call it from my perspective.
Another single! This is a noodle.
Oh, I don't know the stage stuff, but it's starboard on a boat.
I don't know what starboard means, but that is a great piece of hitting by Jolly. Stays back on it, pulls it. Nice start. And now comes Ryan Cohen, who's getting the start in the lineup over Dalton Feely.
What?
That's an interesting move. Dalton Feely will be starting on the mound and hitting in the second inning, but Ryan will be hitting in the first inning for the Breakdowns. I expected Jolly and Ryan to be doing a bit of a switch off, but it looks like they're going to sit their starting pitcher. I don't even know where he is.
I think he's hiding.
First pitch, Ryan follows off a high two-seam, 0-1. Was able to get around, but just a little late. What a look he's got going on.
I think he has high shoulders because it's pretty crazy he touched that.
Shortening up on the torpedo back at the high pink socks. Just a very Mario baseball look on the 0-1 pitch. He's going to pull that one foul, but that's what, Jack?
That was
that's two strikes.
That is nice for Jake. Get a foul ball in the two-seam and the slider.
Ryan a little fooled on that. As you can see, kind of have a little bit of a happy feet on that swing. out in front. Wasn't expecting it. Now 0-2. If you have any sort of velo here, Jake,
happy feet.
Now's when to break it out because you can beat him on a heater. 0-2 to Ryan Cohen. Goes sidearm, misses down and low. 66 though. That's promising. 1 and 2.
Let's hear it from the crowd.
I love when Jake's on. He's a very hard pitcher to tunnel because you can never tell if that pitch is going to be a spiked two-seam or just right up and hit the bottom of the zone.
He's put all his chips on the bottom left-hand corner of the zone, and it pays off.
1-2, and Ryan follows another one off.
Did that hit the bat twice?
I think he got jammed a little bit, which is why you have a torpedo bat, but he got in on his hands. Good-looking swing.
Well,
I'm being nice here.
It's cool looking, maybe.
I like to be nice to people hitting, you know?
That's true.
It's tough up there.
Except when you're belligerent.
I'm not belligerent. And the 1-2 to Cohen. Jake with the wind up the pitch.
Oh!
And an absolute dot. Sit down, Ryan. 68. Bottom left corner. Swilly loves it, and that is out number 2. Perfect pitch, Jack.
That is crazy.
That was
almost a
unhittable
riser.
pitch. I think that is the toughest pitch to hit. If someone can locate a low and away fastball that comes back into the zone, if you swing, it's a homer. But if you take it, it's really hard to pull the trigger.
No one utilizes the bottom pipe more than Jake. It is not a strike in your brain.
And then when it's up, it seems like a ball.
Yeah.
Because you're just not used to that tunneling a pitch up. And here, Jake, round 2, hits him with the first pitch, 1-0. That's 1 hit by pitch, 3 equal a walk. This is the swing at bat of the inning. If Jolly already has a single off Jake, sees him really well, if Jimmy can manage to get on base, the breakdowns have a big opportunity.
Here's the pitch.
And that is a base hit, and that's going to move the runner to third base as it gets to the back wall. Jimmy wins round 2. We are evened up 1-1, and now Jolly Olive has a chance to do some damage, Jack. Oh, Jimmy's out of the – look how far he's up on that pitch.
That's a pitch you probably generally take the other way. He goes out and hooks it down the line. He's not in the batter's box.
The classic chant echoes through the warehouse. Jolly Olive, one of the most famous home runs the warehouse has seen, and he has a chance to do it for Jimmy this time. First pitch misses low and away, ball 1.
What is it about broadcasters in Blitzball and bringing up that homer?
It's an iconic homer.
Rose channels into you whenever Jolly gets in the box.
Being up there, you're just trying to fill Chris Rose's shoe, which is impossible.
Size
7. 27.
Oh.
And that pitch is in the air, and it's homer! Jolly Olive! Free run, homer the other way, and this time he does it for Jimmy O'Brien. Breakdowns lead, 3-0.
My sincerest apologies. What a premonition by you.
What a swing by Jolly. He's been trying to find that homer stroke for like 7 tournaments, and this time catches every piece of it. Beautiful into the warehouse night sky. Ryan with his patented spin celebration.
Yeah. Oh, can we see the pitcher angle replay one more time, too? A nice poetic Jolly set mouths finally as Jake looks up into the night sky.
And now the Freezers, with a lot of talent, are in a tough spot. Captain's League 2024 was the last time Jolly hit a homer, almost 2 years ago. And that pitch is fouled straight back. That was almost back-to-back.
That's what I was going to say before Jolly shot the skunk to the moon. Ryan's at-bats have looked really, really good. We haven't seen him put bat to ball this much, so if it's not this inning or the next inning or the next game, I'm expecting a big hit out of the kid.
An EO1 from Jake. Goes back to the 2-seam, misses low. I think Ryan has the most talent in the warehouse that hasn't been unlocked. Circa Dan Rourke last year. Him and Luke are just, it's about reps and timing.
But is Cohen too tall?
Trev's tall. 1-1, and he chases the inside pitch. Beautiful pitch by Jake.
In Captain's League, I haven't seen 50s work as well as it does in Captain's League. I think just the change of speed, maybe that's just the evolution of Blitzball. Shelfy calling to throw that inside. 56 again.
Throw that exact same pitch Shelfy does. 1-2. Jake looking to third out of the inning. Ooh, just misses the outside corner. He liked it. 2-2. Good take by Rye.
I have a fun tidbit because I got to save myself. I don't think I've been calling a great game so far.
I think you've been doing a great job. Knorp's done nothing.
There's 2 captains on each team.
Oh, wow. Jake, former captain, toeing the slab.
Jolly
2-2.
former captain.
Spikes it. Oh, my gosh, you're right. We got a 4-captain matchup.
Yeah.
A lot of experience
A lot of
here.
experience on these squadrons.
I mean, at this point, Jack, we're grizzled vets of the league.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for 4 years now. How many tournaments we've played in?
Over 4.
Over 4.
Over 4 years.
Got to get this hitter with Jimmy on deck and Jolly waiting. Here's the 3-2. And it's in the air, and it's a double by Ryan Cohen. He just missed a homer as he unloads on that pitch. Runner on second, 2 out. What a swing.
Golf swing. They are lighting up those low pitches that have shut us down in the past.
Oh, look at that. He takes a second, hesitation, and then just drives the ball. Look at this, Jack. Ready? He's ready. Oop, no, wait.
Hands in.
Boom.
That's really.
Really well done by Ryan Cohen. A little bat flip. Should have been a homer, but the ceiling robs him.
Really nasty pitch. That is bottom right corner. Jake can't be upset with that. Just an excellent swing from the torpedo boy.
And that is Ryan Cohen's first career extra base hit off Jake Storiale. And now Jimmy can put a max on this inning, but he takes the first pitch, ball 1, and the Freezers have an arm problem.
Video essay.
Swilly, I talked to her pregame. She said she's good to go, but a little tired. Shelfy battling some tennis elbow, and now Jake's getting lit up in the first inning. That ball is low, 2-0.
I will say this. 5 is obviously nice. They need 4. 3 is not enough in this type of battle.
And I will say, it's not like the breakdowns are feeling great about their arm situation. Dalton's coming back from an injury, and Jimmy's been struggling to get his velo up. So this might be an offensive game.
Warehouse has been a thing for so long, there's legitimate injury problems.
I know, I'm coming back from a labrum injury.
And management, pain management.
I can only throw like 30 pitches a day.
Yeah.
Here's
30
the
miles per hour.
Misses low, 4-0, and now Jake's kind of lost it. When Jake loses it, you just can't consistently get that ball to ride up, and the Freezers are in a really tough spot. Oh, Adam's in a helmet, by the way.
Jolly Olive on deck, the homer kid himself. 4-0 count to Jimmy. He's probably got to go red light here.
Dude,
or does he smell blood in the water?
I'm really happy for Jolly, man. That's a great swing. Here's the 4-0. Goes with the curve. Jimmy in auto take mode. Round 2, Jolly versus Jake. Actually, round 3, Jolly's 2 for 2.
Wow.
A double gets the cycle.
Warehouse is silent.
The Warehouse is silent. Okay, so here we go. Looks like Jolly's not going to get anything too meaty. Maybe go nasty only.
If he doesn't get ahead.
I think I would just throw up the 5s here. But Ryan also pieced him up. Here's the first pitch. Misses up. That's 6 straight misses by Jake.
Jake started this inning so well. 2 quick outs. What immense collaboration and determination.
Come on, bring it home, bring it home.
And what's it called when you keep going? Perseverance by the breakdowns.
You look like a tennis player. And that pitch is going to be a chopper. Jake ditches the glove.
That's it.
Makes the play. Big time out by the former captain. Holds it to free. Gets Jolly Olive finally. And the Freezers limit the damage. And now they're going to go hit with Dalton Feely on the mound. We'll be right back.
MLB The Show 26. Let's get to it. They're going to be adding a whole bunch of colleges, so I'm like looking forward to that. And the road to Cooperstown too. It just gives you a lot of playability throughout the entire season. I don't think he's bald. A nice little pompadour. I like this. This pitcher right here, my big zone hitting, he's gonna need all the help he can get. This is a guy I can't wait to face.
I'll see you on the field.
Bottom of the first inning, our sideline reporter / umpire Jimmy Knorp. Tell us how the breakdown's arms are feeling.
Hey, I want to talk to all you guys real quick. I'm going to start with Jimmy O'Brien. Jimmy, I just want to ask you how your arm individually feels on a scale of 1 to 10.
I still couldn't get the velo, but
He's not answering.
1 to 10.
8.
Okay. Jolly Olive, how does your arm feel? Scale of 1 to 10.
I haven't tried it yet today, so 10.
Wow, so Jolly feels good. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Ryan Cohen, scale of 1 to 10, how does your arm feel?
Arm feels 10.
10?
Okay.
Oh, he might touch it. He might touch the ball.
Dalt.
Get him. Dalt's locked in.
Scale of 1 to 10, how does your arm feel? 6. Scale of 1 to 10.
It feels all right.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, we're doing a numerical thing? 10.
What? 3
That's
10s?
a lie. That's a lie. That is a lie.
That's a lie.
Knorp, you did a great job. They didn't
Yeah.
answer your question. You asked them 1 to 10, and they were like, maybe.
8-0, 10-10. So the breakdown should have this on lock.
Here comes Jake Storiale, who was just on the mound, facing off against Dalton Feely.
Oh, I'm excited.
I am too. I think the Freezers got some punch to them left. They're not going to go down easy. And fun fact for you guys, free of Jolly Olives, 7 career homers have come off against the man in the box right now. Jake and
First
the
pitch
first
swinging.
pitch, slider inside. Jake nods in approval. Dalton flexes it out. 0-1. Good pitch. Dalton's such a tough at-bat, man.
He tunnels the 2-seam slider like nobody else in this great blue world.
0-1. Is he going to go to the two-seam? He does. Jake's wise to it, and Ryan Cohen makes a play on a two-hopper for the first out of the inning.
Decisions matter.
Dalton getting a quick out and the defense being good is what Jimmy dreamed of when he drafted this squadron.
God, that ball moves on you, bro. It is knuckling.
Jake has made a lot of contacts, but not a ton of results. Defensive plays being made on him. Ryan with a nice routine play. You're right. This team's got some good fielders.
Yeah. And Dalton, probably the best fielders on the bump right now.
This breakdown team being 0-2 is shocking, man. They have a ton of talent. They could get hot and go all the way to the championship. It just depends on how Dalton can hold up on the mound. He's off to a great start.
You never played Blitzball before? Come on. This guy's losing it here. This is what I deal with football all week. Just welcome to my world, chat.
Shelfy and Dalton facing off against each other. Storied rivalry, Blitzball Battle 5 championship. Hits Shelfy right on the tummy. That is going to be ball
Might have
one.
came back a little. Remember that one battle where we just had to replay every inside slider because it maybe was going to be a strike?
Yeah.
And now we kind of just say if it hits you, it's a ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to look at.
Because the pitch has got too good.
1-0. Buries it low, 2-0. We got Adam Bannon on deck looking for his first hit of Captain's League.
Bury the ball low and away.
2-0. Takes it down low, 3-0. When was the last time you had waffles?
I love waffles.
I'd like to get. Have you been to Waffle House?
No.
Just like your body isn't like finishing it. Oh, yeah, you're good.
Dalton stretching out the feet.
Looks like Jimmy's telling him, hey, you're all right, man. 3-0 for Dalton. Keeping that pitch count low is important. And Shelfy just misses one. Great hack. That's the best swing Shelfy's had this Captain's League. All over that.
Both these teams are hitting the low pitch really well. We're not good at that.
That's actually not true. Shelfy hit a homer off loop, which was pretty awesome. I love the warehouse, man. I love watching the games. I'm a big fan.
It's really fun up here to watch.
Sometimes I forget how much of an actual fan I am of it. I just watch. Here comes the 3-1. Dalton to Shelfy. Shelfy looking to unlock a swing right here. And did he go? Knorp says no. We're going to take a look. If he's wrong, Knorp is fired. Let's take a look. Knorp sweating this one out. No swing.
Not even
Knorp
close.
keeps his job. Everybody clap in the chat for umpire Jimmy Knorp, who's 1 for 1 on calls. I'm watching you, buddy. Jimmy asking Dalton if he's okay. Really interesting.
He was doing a lot of stretches there.
It's
going to get interesting.
He was asking me pregame how to warm up. I was showing him some physical therapy stuff. Here's the pitch. Hits him right. 72 in the stomach. Says, my bad.
Good pitching, brother. I love that guy. I'm going to take him yard one of these days, though. It's coming.
I appreciate you helping him, but I am worried about just you two in the back stretching the arms. It's a little bit of a two injured people telling each other that they're all right.
I mean, I've never been a good pitcher.
This, I think, is the swing at bat of the game because we have Adam, who hasn't really been able to make contact, and we have Dalton, who looked good early, but now has struggled to find the zone. How many balls does he have left before the freezers can match the score? We'll see you after the break.
No, we're actually in the middle of the inning, and that pitch is
I had a really good setup.
One. Adam probably has a red light till he sees the strike. I've been working with him a little pregame. He's really enthusiastic about it, so I'm rooting for him here. And he hits the ball, and it's caught by Jimmy. I think that might have hit foul first.
Oh, God.
It's either a single or a foul ball. We're going to take
This is going to be a whole thing. This has never happened before. Oh, my God.
I've never seen a hit like that. If it stands, it is Adam Bannon's first career hit, and that is going to be a single. It bounces, then hits the wall, and then Jimmy makes the play. So that is a base hit. Jimmy does stop the runner from moving an extra base, though, and Adam Bannon has registered his first career warehouse knock. I've never seen that before.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
So if that hit the wall in foul, it's a foul ball.
Yes. But it hit the wall in fair territory. So that is a base hit and a hell of a piece of hitting by Adam Bannon off one of the best warehouse players ever.
Now we have Jake, who can tie it with one swing. Wow, this game's going to be a roller coaster.
And cardiac Dalton Feely is back facing Jake Storiale. Takes the first pitch, ball one.
I don't like. He calls himself that, but it doesn't rhyme at all.
Now what
cardiac Dalton Feely?
Maybe cardiac Dalton's better. I added the last name. I like his last name. 1-0. Inside now, we're sitting over 72-0. By the way, shout out to Adam. Like, that's a big moment, man. First warehouse knock, and that comes in big when this freezer team season is on the line.
And he did it with a helmet on, and he did it in a cricket way.
Yeah, I'm really, really proud of you, buddy. Here's the 2-0. Takes another pitch, 3-0. Let's check the fielders. What's Jimmy's doing? Is he stretching anything?
No, he's standing. He's staying front. He's staying front. You talk now.
He looks handsome. Here's the 3-0. Jake going backwards. Visor. Got to have an auto take on this one. He does. Misses outside. That is 4-0 and a grunt from Dalton Feely.
It sounded like he spoke a little Mandarin.
This pitch will be his 15th pitch of the inning. Could load the bases. Got to wonder how many bullets they're going to let him ride, but they need Dalton to get through this inning.
And here's the 4-0.
Jake with a chance to redeem. That is a perfect 4-0 pitch. Low and away, strike one. Best pitch you can have in a warehouse. Low and away, strike.
That's nice.
It kind of became everyone trying to go up and in for a while, but that led to a lot of hit by pitches, and a lot of pitches down the middle. So now everyone's missing low and away. 4-1, and he hits it in the air, and it's up, and Doyle makes the catch. Doyle Feely! He tracks it as it hits every part of the warehouse and registers out number 2. Jake Storiale is snake bit right now.
There's no way that hit the top of the wall.
Brutal bounce.
Brutal bounce. It hits the ceiling, hits the foul pole, hits the ledge, and lands
All right,
anywhere.
here we go. Let's play this replay and the editors play the cartoon running sound for Dalton. He just keeps going.
Great job tracking that ball. Wow. And he secures a catch and survives the ground.
2 feet inbounds. That is a catch in college. Congratulations, Devonta Adams, Feely.
Are you happy about that?
What I just said?
Devonta Adams?
No way.
Yeah, no, right? That's not, you can't be happy with that. Jake has hit the ball 3 times today.
They've ran all been down
caught.
The pole.
And now it falls on the shoulders of the captain, Shelfy against Dalton Feely.
We haven't seen someone get warehoused in a while. That is nice. Here's the pitch.
Behind him, Shelfy has 2 career hits off of Dalton Feely, both singles.
Nice.
Now, when he's feeling himself, he does this long, exaggerated walk to the mound. Does a big circle, sets up. He's going to go slider here. 2-seam instead, misses 2-0. Who's on deck? We have Adam on deck, who has a base knock off him, but he's definitely less of a power threat than Shelfy.
On that pitch, just wherever your eye line of aim is, just adjust it up a foot. It's just dropping too soon. Just try to hit top pipe. Just adjust your sight up a foot.
Here's the 2-0. 3-0. Do you think he's getting a pitch to hit here? You look like a tennis player.
Thanks, man. Alcaraz.
4-0. Okay, throw up the ball here. Adam Bannon's going to get a shot with the bases juiced.
Wowie, wowie, wowie.
Hey, Locken.
Smart.
Darwin's ruthless. Last year, I remember in Swilly's first game, he threw like an 80-mile-per-hour ball to face her. Like, he'll go at the newcomer. And that is going to be ball 5 as Shelfy shows his ass to Dalton.
I think he tried to throw a strike there. But
Shelfy,
it's tough when you're just facing
always
cheeks.
does that. People do that. I just can't. Like, I feel like such a it's not me, you know? But I respect when other people have stuff they do. And that's like Shelfy's saying.
Yeah.
I just can't.
I think you got to try to go with the 2-seam sinker thing.
Low or side? Adam going yard here would be sick.
Whatever you feel comfortable with, but just throw those over and over. Let's get Yeah, same pitch. Let's get a ground ball. Be in the zone.
So we're only going to be getting some 2-seams here. Jimmy, coach and Dalt says, do not throw Adam a slider first pitch. And it's a 2-seam. He chases low. That is going to be a really hard pitch for Adam to adjust to. I mean, I've been playing against Dalton for like 4 years, and I still can't hit that.
Cardiac Dalton Feely, I do believe, is here.
He's going to 0-1. Oh, and that pitch hits him. That is going to be a foul. You got an out?
It's a swing.
Swing. Foul. Yeah, that is a swing and a miss.
Yes. Hit him only.
0-2.
And he did a full swing. It at least hit his foot, too.
That hits his forearm.
Yeah. And then it hits his knee, so foul ball.
Yeah, foul ball or strike, doesn't matter either way. So we have an 0-2 count. Dalton 2-2 seams, not close to the zone. Adam expanding it. That's that cricket background. He has good bat to ball, but Dalton's not even giving him a chance to touch one.
It's a tough situation.
One more pitch. He can get out of it. Does he? He does!
Wow.
Cardiac Dolan comes through again. Strands
Crazy.
the bases loaded, and the breakdowns keep a 3-0 lead after one. That's what he does,
That's
Jack.
all he does.
All he does is load the bases and punch tickets.
What a roller coaster.
I mean,
from Adam getting a single and then Jake hitting a ball that could be a homer, and it's a foul ball that's caught.
The warehouse giveth and the warehouse taketh, and we have more Blitzball coming your way right after this break.
Thanks for sticking around, everyone. Keep doing that. We'll be back after this message from Corona.
The beach. To Corona, she isn't just a place. She is an element. And with salt and spray, she shoves us relentlessly into the present. That's what's inside every bottle of Corona. So no matter where your journey takes you, with just a squeeze of lime, the beach is always closer than you think. Corona, La Playa awaits.
You ever seen that movie about the raccoon and the icicle? Nope. Me either.
Okay. Is there a movie about a raccoon and an icicle?
I don't think so.
Okay. Do you think if I was in the movie, would I be the raccoon or the icicle?
The raccoon.
The glasses
Maybe.
probably don't help. No icicles wear glasses. Raccoons like have the glasses, you know.
You could dress up an icicle.
You're always just a little weird, man.
Anyone on Facebook dating, hit my boy up.
Facebook dating?
Yeah.
No, you don't auto take. You go up there and you say, if it's right out here, then I'm fucking swinging. But you don't need to swing. You don't need to swing hard to get a hit. So like you should never go up there thinking like.
All right, Shelf, couple of questions for you. First of all, Swilly back on the mound, threw a lot of pitches earlier today in your one-inning game. Is there a backup plan? If she gets into trouble, can you go, or is this just her inning to ride out?
No. If she gets into trouble, I think I'll give it a shot, but she wants the ball, and she's been training for, I know the velo is down in the second inning of that last game, so that's mostly what we're going to monitor more than anything else. But yeah, she's a dog. We wouldn't be where we have been right now. She's been pitching great, so I want to give her a chance.
Okay, quick follow-up question. You guys are down 3-0. If you're able to put up a 0 here going into the bottom half of this inning, you did get Dalton Feely out of the way. He can't pitch again. It's probably going to be Jimmy O'Brien, maybe Ryan Cohen. How's your confidence feeling that you can put up at least 3 runs if you have to?
High. I mean, Jimmy, there's nothing more notorious in this warehouse than Jimmy giving up leads late in games. So that's who we want on the mound, and we just got to get there, though.
Tell him I miss him on the mound.
Oh, wow. And Zoe just wants you to know that he misses you on the mound.
Oh, thanks, Zoe.
I miss that slider.
And me too.
Jack does too.
I wish you the best of luck, my friend.
Thank you, Raccoon Knorp.
No problem.
He thinks I'm way nicer than you now. Ha! I snuck that in there.
It's already what people think.
No, you're a great guy.
I know.
You're one of my best friends.
Thanks, man. You too.
Here comes Swilly on the mound. Freezers need a gutsy performance, and I have been blown away by Swilly's Captain's League. She has shut us down 2 innings.
Yeah.
This is where I'm interested. Can she find that consistency? Because her fastball is like a baseball fastball, and then her changeup kind of. Yes. It's just slow enough. It's acts like a baseball changeup.
Yes.
Like you see it, but you're over it or under it every single time. This breakdowns team, Jimmy will be taking a seat for Dalton Feely, Mr. 1-1 in the draft. And let's see if Swilly can pull off another magical performance. She's going to start with a ball low.
Nice!
And that was just really cool. Ryan hits it right into her glove.
It's going to come down to accuracy for Swilly. I think she's got to limit bullets. She's got to get ahead in counts and make the hitters uncomfortable.
Here is the 1-0. That ball's in the air. Foul! That is going to be a foul ball. Ryan gets a good piece of it. The light gives a bounce for the Freezers this time. That's going to be a foul ball. That ball was hit really well.
He's been all over it.
Ooh, top hop. That's a great swing by Ryan.
It's a single most times.
But you want to know what? That is strike 1.
True.
And that's big for Swilly's confidence here. When she's confident on the mound, she's a problem.
We haven't seen the curve a lot, too. I wonder if she's going to break that out.
The 1-1. Buries it low, 2-1. I don't want to say she's effectively wild. She's pretty accurate. But sometimes when she misses with that low pitch, I give up on it.
She changed the eye level.
Yeah, and then when she like lays it in there, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was a strike. Here's the 2-1. Buries it low, 3-1. No one has put in more work leading up to Captain's League and franchise, and Swilly's throwing bullpens, trying to get it down. You can see the results paying off. It's just, once again, about the endurance and trying to find that extra level. It's a tough spot to be in when you're tired.
Yeah. You got to limit the damage to 1 run, if anything. You want to be able to put up a 5.
3-1, that's a good pitch. Just misses a little bit. Ryan's in auto-take mode there, so he's not going to chase that. 4-1. Big-time pitch here. You got Dalton Feely on deck, and then Jolly Olive.
Yeah,
and Dalton is a homer threat at any time, especially now he's feeling good about his performance. The 4-1 from Swilly.
Oh, what a pitch.
She just misses the outside corner, and that's going to be
I like
a
that
walk.
first at bat, though. Three of those balls were great pitches.
This is what happens in Blitzball. When you get pretty comfortable, then you start getting that frustration of when you hit the pipe, it's awesome, but when you aim for pipes and you miss by an inch, there's nothing you can do.
And when you're feeling a little tired, you need to hit pipes, because if you hit glass, it's going out of here. First pitch, Swilly. She goes for the curveball, hits Dalton. That's going to be ball 1. Swilly lets out a little laugh. I like to see that. Fierce competitor, but very kind human. Here's the 1-0. She's got to land that fastball if she's going to have any success this inning, especially against this lineup. Misses high.
Good
It's
riser.
2-0. That is a good riser, but it's just not, the arm slot consistency's not there. We're missing
so-
low, we're missing high.
This Captain's League has turned out so interesting because of arm concerns.
2-0. Misses again. She's missing by an inch, but it feels like a mile when you're not consistent, and the breakdowns are not going to offer on that until there's a strike.
Yeah, Night at the Museum.
I love that movie. The second one was all right.
How about the third?
I haven't seen. Did the third?
Yes.
3-0.
Oh.
This is low again. That is 10 pitches, and I believe only 1 strike so far for Swilly. She takes a little walk around the mound. Dalton's got a big old red light right now.
Dalt, if you love it, you love it. And there's nothing anyone can do about real love.
And misses high. Velo is there. Consistency is not, and that is the second walk. If she walks another hitter before they get 2 strikes, it can act as a double, or their hitter gets to go again.
Half of your balls are just off.
I like this call by Shelfy.
My thing right now is I don't think I can pitch better than you're pitching right now. And I'm not going to pretend that I can.
Wow.
Find your pitch. We need more runs to win this game.
This gets interesting.
That's a tough spot. So I agree with this call, not to jump you
No,
there.
jump me.
Because she's only been missing by a little, and my biggest worry for her was her velo, and that seems to be there. And if Shelfy's worried about just like his arm and his velo, there's no point to pull Swilly.
Right.
Let her get another hitter. There it is, strike 1. Let's go, Swilly. Strike 1.
And in a situation
0-1.
like this, you're going to need, with this group of hitters, you're going to need some ground outs. You're going to need something to happen. If Shelfy comes in, it doesn't change much.
That pitch is good because Jolly was in auto take mode. She's got to find that away pitch, because if Jolly times that one up, we're going to have a problem. The 0-1. Spikes it. That's the pitch that she needs. She just goes burying that low.
Day 1, Swilly was letting us up with that.
Yeah, I mean, she punched me out a couple times on that. Shake. Very interesting look in the outfield there.
I like it.
Ooh, that gets away. Jolly ducks, avoids the hit. 2-1. I like his look, too.
Another thing to consider is the walk rule, where this next walk, it gets real tough to limit the damage here with no outs.
Gotta get 2 strikes. I got to pee so bad. I don't know why.
well.
It just hit me. I'm like full of pee. My teeth are floating.
I don't know if you need to see all that.
2-1.
Oh, I
goes
like
for
the call. I like the call.
curveball. Jolly takes it. 3-1. This is a tough spot to be.
Hey, Jolly.
15 pitches, only 2 strikes so
Unless
far.
you love it, I'd take you.
It's a nice little Uncle
No,
Larry.
her pitches are there. They're just not hitting glass. And if they're not hitting glass, it's auto take.
So, yeah, that's what happens. The hitters are just fully in auto take.
Your pitches can move as much as they want, but if you're not consistent in the zone, no one's going to swing. Buries it again. That's 4-1. And this
Those are
pitch is must-have, because if she doesn't, it can act as a double, or Jolly can get another AB against Swilly.
It would be a run, right?
If they take the double, yes. 4-1 needs a strike. and misses. High, that is 3 straight walks. It looks like they're going to take the double, which will push in another run, making it 4-0. And here comes captain of the Freezers, Shelfy. Swilly tried her best, just a little fatigued, unable to find the strike zone. And now Shelfy's got to pull off a Houdini act, injured.
Swilly has thrown a lot of pitches since this tournament started. So, I mean, very impressive.
Pitches. Yeah, very impressive. I think she's proven herself in a 1-inning role, especially for a blitzball battle. Asking any pitcher. There's only a few pitchers in this warehouse who can go 2+ innings a day.
Right.
These are some big stakes. We came into this tournament with the Freezers and the Breakdowns tied for last in Captain's League standings. Whoever loses this game is going to have a really hard time returning next year as a captain. And Shelfy is going to take the bump for the first time, and he gets a swing from Ryan Cohen. Shelfy is facing all 3 of his former Goodfellas teammates that won Captain's League Blitzball in 2024 thanks to our stat booth, Maddie Mass. It's a big-time pitch, 0-1. Goes back again, misses outside, but I like that velo. This is going to be some crafty veteran pitching from Shelfy. He said he doesn't have it, doesn't have that high velo. He's going to have to get some outs in a special way.
Yeah, but I mean, 63 with a little arm action, that looks fine, yeah.
1-1. Misses, 2-1.
Ryan gave him that strike 1. He's got to fill up the zone here.
Yeah, we've missed, I think there's only 3 strikes so far from the Freezers this inning. It's not good, and 20 pitches.
It's been their issue. They've done everything else well except throw consistent strikes, really.
And this is a surprise for me because Shelfy had a great season last year in Captain's League. He's one of the people who dedicates the most energy, and this is an interesting spot for BM. He goes with the floater.
It's getting ugly.
It's getting ugly.
You can show him your butt if you want, but you got to take this pitch.
And this puts him in a real tough spot if he can't get this out because he only has 1 strike, which would mean it would drive in another run.
Ryan putting on the red light forcibly by going in the lefty box.
Shelfy misses, and that is another walk. It'll serve as 2 bases, 5-0, second and third.
So they could put up 8?
They could put up 8. You do have hope, as Jimmy in our last start against us had a lot of trouble finding the strike zone.
So choose one of the first couple and go get it.
But if you give up 6 runs, it's very rare you're able to come back. And that's going to be a take by Dalton Feely, and it is getting ugly and quiet in this warehouse.
You got to hope they put up 8 and then you start Ryan? Or you just start Jimmy?
It's going to be a floater in the air!
Need it! Oh!
This is a tough spot to be in for the Freezers team. Jake's already gone. Swilly's emptied her gas tank. And Shelfy's just giving everything he has. I mean, tip of the cap for even going out there feeling the way he's feeling.
I'd also like to give a tip of the cap to Jake, probably feeling powerless now. He has pitched very well for the squad.
1-1, goes for an over-the-top knuckleball, 2-1. It's a weird spot for the breakdowns as well because you're got to kind of take, but at the same time,
I think you need.
It sucks.
You need a couple more runs, then you can swing.
2-1. That is the best pitch by Shelfy, but Dalton tattoos it up the middle for a double. That is going to drive in 2 more runs. He flexes to the crowd. It is 7-0 breakdowns. Freezers are seeing the end.
That guy on a hurry.
Dalton Feely's first extra base hit of the tournament. That ball was laced.
Runner on second, no down.
Jolly Olivardi has a single and a homer this game. A chance to put the finishing blow on this Freezers team. Hit right to Jake Storiale, who makes the play. That's a big out. You got to hold it to as little runs as possible. Jake out at the 3 on the mound, and he makes a defensive play for the Freezers.
This is war. 4v4. Season on the line. League on the line.
I don't think this game's over. I think if they can keep it to 7.
They need 7,
Look, even 8, I'm going to be honest with you. I got to see something from Jimmy, and I got to see something from Doyle, because Swilly's taking Adam's spot in the lineup, so that's not an easy lineup. It's going to miss outside. And we've seen a lot of teams get hot. Now, they will only have 2 outs in the bottom of the inning until they cut the lead in half. But I think this 8th run is important for the breakdowns, which is not something you say often.
I bet Jimmy's thinking that.
1-0,
you need as many as you want.
Says no.
That's what happened with us in our first game. If we put up 10, you feel really good. If you put up 4, you're still very scared that they're going to match you with a homer.
Definitely, especially because the breakdowns to win it all have to play 2 more games today. Here's a 2-0, goes for the slider, takes it inside.
I'm so curious to see who they pitch. Like, do you throw Jolly if you score 8?
It's interesting. 3-0. Floater! Oh, that's going to be to Adam Bannon. That is the second out of the inning. Every out matters, folks. I'm telling you, I've seen enough blitzballs in my day to know this game isn't over. And Shelfy, tip of the cap, my friend, doing whatever he can to make some outs for his team. It's huge because the difference between 8 is they would only need, I guess they still need 4 runs to get to unlock that new out.
No matter what, for them to make a comeback, they need to just like walk the bases loaded and just pass the baton.
Shelfy got 2 out. 74!
Is that a head?
It hit him in the elbow.
74.
Oh, that's 1 hit by pitch. Yeah, Shelf, let it eat. Let it eat.
Okay, I think if you're Shelfy, which we just saw, you can't float one into Doyle. So but 2 outs, you just got to dig deep here, Shelf.
I disagree. I think you float and just hope something good happens because, like, you're not going to punch anyone out right now. That's in the air, foul.
Okay, very correct by you.
The last thing he wants to do is blow his arm out in a 7-0 game.
That's true, but he just threw 74.
I think that was just to feel something.
Feel something bad in your arm?
Probably.
What do you guys? What'd you come to? What's the conclusion? What am I throwing? I don't know either.
Goes for the slider, misses out 2-1. I mean, you've already gotten 2 outs.
I'm confused about how hurt he is. Because we've seen, it's like sometimes he pitches really good.
I talked to him. He said that it's not pain. It's just like he feels like he can't find that velocity. It's like
he doesn't want to push it.
It's not there.
Right.
So I'm not sure. 2-1. Misses out. But I mean, what's embarrassing for me, guys, is Shelfy hurts. That's like my max velo.
Yeah, he just threw 74.
Yeah. If I threw 74 in my life, I'd retire. 3-1 to Dalton Feely.
Oh.
Floats,
no.
takes it, 4-1.
He was swinging if that was close. 4-1, okay.
Being in a float spot in the warehouse is tough.
Float state.
You want to go to float state with me?
Back wall single.
Monsters University, great film.
I agree.
4-1.
Oh,
So
no.
that's outside. That's going to be another walk. So that is going to be 2 bases. It doesn't drive in the run.
Second and third.
But we have a second and third situation.
With Jolly Olive.
I think they're torturing me because I have to pee so bad, and the breakdowns are just making this inning as long as possible. Shelfy to Jolly. The floater. Jolly looks at it. That is another walk and a mercy for the breakdowns. That is 5 runs, 8-0 game. The Freezers got to pull off a miracle. We'll be right back.
We are indeed still playing. Yeah, we are indeed still playing. Yep.
Three fingers, because your adrenaline is going to pump.
Oh.
All right, we're back from peeing. Bringing it in.
They played?
We haven't had a smidge of a bounce go our way today.
Wait, you didn't even need us, huh?
Yeah. I heard Sam saying, here's the pitch.
Wow, you've tuned us out that much that we're peeing? That's messed up, Sam.
Look at Rye's face.
Here we go. Ryan Cohen will be towing the slab for the breakdowns in an 8-0 game.
2-0.
You just need strikes. Not an easy lineup,
2-0.
though. Jake and Shelfy, both very experienced blitzball hitters. I mean, Shelfy's one of the better ones I've seen, especially against high velo.
Oh, whoa.
And this is a big prove-it moment for Ryan. Zero pressure as he misses on the first pitch. Ball 1. I've had a lot of outings just like this in my day where you come on the mound 8-0, and you just got to throw strikes, and it's kind of sometimes hard. It hits him.
Okay. I think you got to crowd the plate here for sure, right?
Worst case scenario is Ryan struggles and Jimmy has to pitch, and they both throw. 2-0, misses 3-0.
Okay, it's not look good so
far. He was also so far off the mound on that pitch.
Yeah, I think they're doing a new thing. Jimmy's kind of working them. Do a little slide step, simplify everything.
Misses 4-0.
Cohen just has a strange, like, he looks like he's throwing it as hard as he can. No matter how hard he throws it.
Hand behind the back.
Yeah. No, this isn't a fielder. This is a.
That's a coach.
This is coach.
This is a bullpen. Gotcha. Got it.
Corner.
I don't even know what I just said there.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Strike low and in. This Ryan is disgusting. All right, 4-1. Only pitch that's been a strike has been low and away. Low and in, I mean. Absolute pipe.
This is the Hey, can we get some pace on this game, Blue?
And that's going to miss low. That is ball 5. Ryan's pitches move so much, and let's make a note that is the first walk of the inning. If they're going to come back, they need walks, they need hits, they need luck, they need adrenaline. Give me something else.
They need luck. I think what we need.
You want to know what? I'm going to say this right now as Ryan gets ready for his first pitch. Did that hit? No, it missed. Ball 1. Me and Jack both went to pee, and Sam started the game without us. And I'm going to bring this to air because it hurt my feelings. 1-0. Misses low. 2-0. She tuned us out.
I think I figured out Ryan. He's going third baseman throw to first. He's not really pitching.
2-0.
He's trying to whip that baby in there.
It seems like it almost catches pipe every time. The movement on this two-seam.
Moving late, yeah. Because he's swirling it. He's not
I wonder if he
pushing the
dropped
ball.
his arm angle, if it would help. 4-0. Jimmy's trying to coach him, but Coach is going.
Going quick.
I dare you to hit the panel to the outside. Whatever you got to do, aim to the left of the bat rack, but you got to find a new zone.
Jimmy.
Overcorrect so we can fix it again.
4-0, sits back down in his chair, and he finds it 69. Like, that's a high-level pitch.
And he's not pitching. He's just standing there and throwing his arm.
He throws like 85.
That's like a quick pitch.
Yeah, that's a sinker down and in. That pitch will get you far in Blitzball if you can find it consistently. Not a lot of guys can do that. 4-1. Finds it again, but 74. That's a walk. That is the second walk of the inning. Ryan, one of the few guys who has easy 74.
He's barely on the mound. He has a toe on the mound. He's pretty much just standing in the outfield and throwing the ball sidearm into the home plate. Swilly with a big moment here.
Swilly comes up. This is a brutal at-bat because if it's a strike, it's pipe, and if it's not, it's going to hit you. Ball inside, 1-0.
What I would do is stand pretty much on the plate.
Yeah.
Try to get hit a bunch. Every player, I think, should do that.
Yeah, I mean, he's missing inside, so the closer you get to the plate, you're just going to start racking up hit by pitches. Yeah. 2 strikes is super important for Ryan, this at bat. And he finds the first one outside, two-seam, 1-1. That is Ryan's bread and butter when he's right.
I'm interested to see how Shelfy is coaching his team here. Does he literally want them to not swing?
And he finds it again, 1-2. Ryan finding that outside slot.
Swilly gets a piece.
That's tough, though, because you just watched him hit like 7 guys, and then he's going to come into the zone with two seams. 1-2. Swilly takes that one outside. That's a good pitch, actually.
Now it's going to work off of that because it's going to come in. Same thing.
Ryan finding confidence as Jimmy coaches him. 2-2. Swing at bat here. And he gets her! That's what happens when you throw strikes. That inside two-seam is all of a sudden nasty, and now the Freezers are down to their last out. Big time
really
from
nice
Ryan
pitch.
Cohen.
Early strikes.
Those are my least favorite at-bats to take because you are just watching until you get a strike, and then next thing you know, you're late because you're not ready to hit. It's a brutal time. Misses outside, 1-0.
Big at-bat for Jake because I think you probably want to put runs on the board here, but you still just need to keep passing the baton and trust your other teammates.
You do. You can't be selfish. 1-0. Misses outside, 2-0. This is interesting because if this is a walk, it will drive in a run, but I wonder if Jake would take the next at-bat again.
I think he would.
You should stay up there.
That's a great point. I think you try to.
And that's going to be hit into right field. That is a base hit. Makes it to the back wall and drives in our first run of the game. First and third. Jake has not gotten the results he deserves. He's been all over it this inning.
So they're just swinging. They're just trying to get hits. I wonder what they're trying to do exactly. Doubles and singles.
I like that swing by Jake. That drives in a run.
Yeah, can't
First
really
and
be
third.
caught.
If Shelfy hits a homer here, you unlock that next out.
True.
So now Shelfy has a chance, and if anyone is used to two seams coming in quick, it's this guy. And that stays. And is he going to stay up? Is he going to give the bat to Swilly?
You know the rule.
What?
Is he going to stay or is he going to go?
I can stay in? Yeah, we'll take this hit.
And Shelfy stays. Very smart by Shelfy. He stays up. That is not going to drive in a run. It is going to be bases loaded because you can choose to stay up.
So
Also, a walk would drive in a run still, even if it's just a base. So if Ryan can't find it, and you can just tunnel him, and you got to trust your stuff. That's going to miss high. That is 6 straight balls to Shelfy. Also, I think that Shelfy's intimidating to face.
Yes, Ryan has switched to the other side of the rubber.
Misses again, 2-0. Shelfy has seen a lot of two seams from Ryan Cohen here.
Jimmy telling him where to aim, trying to help him out of this inning.
I'm rooting for the Freezers right now. 2-0, misses again, 3-0.
So can Shelfy just keep walking and staying?
Yep. As long as he doesn't get the 2 strikes. If he gets the 2 strikes, it's just a normal walk.
You want that because he's the captain of his team.
3-0, that's going to – is that a strike?
I had that as a ball.
We're going to take a look. If it's a strike, it's a redo, which is important because it saves Ryan a ball. I will say Ryan sneakily up to 30 pitches already.
Ball.
That's a ball, just misses low.
Yeah, at what point does another pitcher have to come in just because can Ryan make an adjustment when he's at 40 pitches?
Yeah.
Like, that's tough.
But honestly, he throws so hard, maybe being tired is a help.
It's true.
4-0. And he catches
Nice.
up and in, 4-1.
This is a big pitch here.
This is the pitch. Ryan's got to make it close because if it's close, Shelfy's going to offer.
This is the chess of Blitzball. It's a plastic ball. He's not swinging. He has to throw a strike, and it's behind
Oh,
him.
and he walks another hitter, and Shelfy's pointing to the batter box. He's going to go down, trusting himself, and I love this move.
Don't tell yourself not to think now. Let's just hone into your thinking and focus it. And in between every pitch, you pause and you say, I want to do this right now. Yeah. Right? Like every pitch, the plan in your head, make sure you touch it. Yes.
Your side.
Does Jolly come in and pitch lefty underhand?
If you just try to keep that side arm.
It's a consideration.
You're a gem, man. You're a true gem.
Oh, I'm nervous.
This is where the nerves get because a homer makes it 8-6.
And we have 3 people surrounding Cohen saying, throw a strike, throw a strike. No pressure, man. Hey, no pressure. Just throw a strike. You've only thrown a couple and you've thrown 31 balls. But just throw one, man. Our season's on the line, brother.
Shelfy, 3rd at bat in a row against Ryan Cohen. Oh, he swings! That was a ball. He chased it and he almost clipped him.
He wanted to jump him for the granny.
He almost clipped him. That's going to be an outside, and he just missed it. Timing is there, though.
Yeah, I like it for the swing. I like it the pitch.
0-1, and now Cohen is ahead. Ryko, can he find another strike? This is outside one. I like that because that's a confident hack from Shelfy. He knows Ryan's going to be missing, and he thinks if it's in the zone, he's on it.
They need a double to extend the game.
Inside, big league take from Shelfy. 2-1. Swing pitch here. Jimmy's starting to feel a little nervous.
Slider here would be awesome if he had one.
That would be. Buries it low. 3-1, and Shelfy, a little Soto shuffle on that.
3-1, 1 down, but right now it's pretty much 2 down.
3-1. Misses, and this is big because if Shelfy walks here, the next at-bat could drive in a run that unlocks the 3rd out. A double here would unlock the 3rd out. A single that reaches the back wall would unlock the 3rd out. So Shelfy has a chance to extend his season 4-1 from Ryan. And it's a walk, and guess what? That drives in 2 runs, and that unlocks the 3rd out, and guess who's coming in? Jimmy O'Brien's got to get loose. I told you guys this game was not over. The breakdown secondary arm situation has been a problem for them.
They've unlocked the 2nd out.
The 3rd out.
Okay. So it's going to be Swilly and then Jake.
This is where Jimmy's got to get crafty. I think you got to go real you got to throw him timing off.
A walk and a homer ties the game.
This is worst case scenario for both team arm-wise.
Awesome for our team.
Good for our team, but I try not to talk about our team in the booth.
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to talk about them, you know?
This is the first time we said it.
It's true.
All right, let's go.
You're right. That's my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
Guys, let's make it play. Make it play on me.
Oh, by the way, Rourke over there looking like he's ready to take it at bat.
Rourke wants to play. He hates that they were the 1 seed. BC just wants to get reps. Wow. Swilly has found herself in some big moments in her, not her debut tournament of Blitzball. Yeah?
This is her debut tournament.
Wow.
No, she played last captaincy.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, my goodness.
Jimmy's first pitch to Swilly after Ryan walked the house.
Oh, God.
Is it going to be a strike?
It is.
Middle. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
my
boy.
goodness. If Swilly was ready on that. Oh, my goodness.
That's huge for
Jack,
Jimmy.
That could have been a moment. 0-1.
Oh, I actually have a pit in my stomach.
Me too. Knuckleball! The crafty veteran comes in and breaks out the knuckleball. 0-2.
That is
nice.
nice.
And Swilly can do nothing but react. See, he's literally finding any ways to get it. I love it, Jim. I love it. 0-2. Big old breaker coming.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. Swilly fights it off 65. That was in there. Good
so
fight.
Just high heater, top pipe heater, really well executed. Jimmy has it, and he needs to have it.
Needs to have it. Swilly fights off what was a great pitch by Jimmy. How many bullets he has is the question. He's coming out strong. The 0-2 again.
Knuckle.
Back
Good
to the
take.
knuckleball. Swilly takes it.
Really nice sequence
Jollies. That's a nervous man, Jack. That's a nervous man. The 1-2. Swilly, 5th pitch of the at-bat. Heater, she gets in. Is it going to land fair? It lands
ball!
Base
Fair
hit
ball!
by Swilly. That drives in a run. First and third, 8-5 game. She comes through again. She's come through on the mound, and now she does it with the bat.
0-2 count. Jimmy can't put her away. She finds fair territory. No one is there, and now it's Jake.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't have heat.
Let's go. Why not?
Why not? That looked like a pop-up, like she got under
Yeah.
it, so I wasn't sure.
Oh my
but it
goodness.
finds what a moment for Swilly.
No!
Adam and Swilly have come through with big hits this game, and now Jake has a chance to tie it. Takes ball one.
He will have to face Jake and Shelfy.
Jake has never homered off Jimmy in
Really?
the warehouse. They've been teammates, and they've never. Oh,
Wrong.
Maddie was wrong. I blame Maddie for that, not
And
me.
here's the pitch.
1-0. And he gets a good swing. Is it going to go? Foul!
Nice bounce there for Jake. He gets just under it.
He signals to the Freezers bench just under it. He knows that could have been a homer. Maddie, now I'm going to, you want to know what? Now we're going to fight.
No, we just cut it all, y'all.
Yeah, but that was embarrassing about me. Here's the 1-1.
Oh, boy.
Knuckleball. Goes for the knuckle.
49.
2-1, and the walk rule does carry over. So if Jimmy gets the 2 strikes, okay, but they have surpassed their walks per inning. It's not just for pitcher, it's per team.
49
just
miles
a
per hour,
reminder.
but that was not Purdy.
2-1 if he goes to the heater. Jake's going to put a swing on it.
Goodness gracious.
Slow delay. Inside. Good pitch.
Insane
good take.
take, yeah.
That's
Very
a
good
pro
take.
take. 3-1. That had some good action from Jimmy. 3-1, and every pitch you just wonder how much Jimmy's got left.
Oh, my goodness.
10th pitch by Jimmy O'Brien and a 3-1 count. Misses low, 4-1. And if he doesn't
out of
find the
breath.
zone here, either Jake can take another at-bat or it's a double. And we are getting closer and closer to a comeback by the Freezers. And the 4-1. Jake
It's a strike.
swings
It's a
and
strike.
follows it. What a pitch by Jimmy.
Yeah, really nice.
Up and away.
That high heater, it's 61, but it's acting like a Chapman fastball.
Good
okay, full
pitch,
count. Oh,
and Jimmy with the quick windup in the biggest pitch of the game. Buries it, and that is another walk, and the bases are juiced for the captain, Shelfy.
Only thing there is it was with 2 strikes. So if you're gonna walk, that's the way to do it.
And the breakdowns have to figure something out.
I'm getting nervous about calling the game because, like, if there's a homer,
got to have a good call.
I'm gonna give it to you. Like, you're gonna call it, I think. Here's
Well,
the pitch.
Shelfy, the captain who took the bullet on the
Wow!
mound, he takes strike one. Best pitch of the day by Jimmy. That was
Perfect.
disgusting. Ooh!
Perfect pitch. You can't really sit on that. You're just gonna hit that foul if anything.
Great pitch by Jimmy, 0-1. To the heater,
Wow.
0-2. That's how you sequence them. Curveball inside, 2-seam. 0-2 to Shelfy, and now momentum swings back to the breakdowns. Can Jimmy find a quick out? Misses up. Shelfy has never homered off Jimmy O'Brien in a warehouse. That one is true, I promise you.
This homer would win the game.
No, it wouldn't. They could only tie. You silly.
Well, cut that also.
No, he's just a silly guy. And the 1-2 from Jimmy. No! Curveball up and in, just missed by an inch. Shelfy offered an elbow.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
That would have been an interesting call. He shows him an elbow and takes it back, and it's a 2-2 count.
An emergency chicken wing.
Number 14 on the bump, trying to find a way out of the jam. The 2-2. Misses.
Oh, what a take.
That pitch is moving.
Oh, is he going to go curve here? Is he going to go heater up after that low heater? Two-seam outside pipe to freeze him?
This is captain versus captain. Loser of this game might get relegated, and the 3-2 he steps off. Maybe I made it too dramatic.
Yeah, I think you got it there.
My bad. This is a big moment, folks. 3-2. Curveball! Fouled! Jimmy, that almost got outside pipe, and Shelfy stays alive. That might have been, that was close. That was
close to a strikeout or
that was close to
smash.
a strikeout or a homer. If Shelfy homers, we're going to see a reaction we've never seen in the 3-2. Jimmy buries it 4-2.
Might as well make it a full count. The most insane pressure ever, I guess.
These at-bats by the Freezers are life-saving at-bats. Every take matters. You can feel the pressure in a full count, captain versus captain. Curveball, he gets him!
He got him!
It was ball 5, but Shelfy chases it, and Jimmy gets the second out of the inning. He goes back to the sidearm curve, and Shelfy can't foul this one off.
Are we going to see Jolly come in? Wow, 50 just didn't stop running away.
What
the same pitch as before.
What a pitch by O'Brien, and Shelfy can't believe it. And now Swilly, who's had moments, gets a chance for another. Buries it 1-0. That pitch is moving for Jim.
1-0, good start for Swilly.
What a spot to go outside of the zone after Shelfy fouls that off. That's just perfect. 1-0, Swilly. Oh, middle. She just missed it.
Just a little late on that rising two-seam.
1-1. Swilly looks to the monitor for a replay because she knew she was on that one.
What an introduction.
Jimmy's loving that curve. You got to imagine he's going to find it again in the 1-1. Jimmy to Swilly. Go! Inside. 1-2. If I know O'Brien, if he finds a curveball, he's going to throw it.
Wow, what a pitch.
Gets her buckled. 1-2. The Freezers have fought their way back into this game. They have the bases loaded. They just need one more swing, but O'Brien is holding on. The 1-2.
Elbow.
In the air, pop up, he got it!
Breakdowns win!
Out of the jam, he comes in and holds the lead, and the Freezers are eliminated, and the Breakdowns find their first win in Captain's League Blitzball and live to fight another day.
Oh my goodness, we're in for a treat of the rest of the tournament because the Breakdowns it's been a roller coaster in every second inning. What a game.
You don't see a lot of pop-ups back to the pitcher in the warehouse. It's mind-blowing that they didn't find a ceiling or a camera or anything.
All I was thinking about is that hitting a chord, dropping in for a single, and it being like the ultimate warehouse moment.
And the Breakdowns pull out the win, and the Freezers in danger of relegation as they finish last place in Captain's League Blitzball after finishing last place in Captain's League Golf Ball.
That is an insanely important game.
It's a big-time win.
That was crazy. That could have gone either way.
And we're going to talk to both captains now in a game that was 8-0 but was full of drama.
Now, time for the player of the game presented by Corona. La Playa awaits. I'm presenting player of the game to Jolly Olive for his home run off Jake that sparked the Breakdowns.
Hello.
Hello.
What an unconventionally insane, thrilling game. That was crazy match. Jimmy, I'll start with you. as if you lost that game, it would have been 0 points in the whole season with a really good squad and the one pick. A little bit of fear of blowing the 8-run lead, but then you come back, make those big pitches. What were you thinking in those moments, especially with the curves?
Curve was gross.
The curve is gross. If I throw that to a lot of other people,
right,
we say, why are you throwing that hanging curveball? Shelfy doesn't like inside curveballs. He's told me that. And Swilly hasn't seen them a lot. So while I know I can do that, if I do that in Blitzball battle, if I do it to Knorp, which you saw game 1,
right,
it gets fucking rocked.
I just question to both of you. I feel like the pitch of that inning was that full count away curve that Shelfy chased on. But I saw in your eyes like you tracked it, you wanted it, it just kept running.
I thought it was going to come down more. It went that way.
Yeah.
It was like more sweeper than curveball, so it was just a good pitch.
I like the swing decision there. That's just a fantastic pick. Shelfy, that's a really tough spot for you, man. You're unable to get the win there. You guys were down 8-0. You came in on the mound. You guys gave it your all. Do you feel like you left something on the table, or is just the arm injury you were dealing with? That's just put you guys at a disadvantage.
Yeah, and I mean, today you've seen the velo was back a little bit. I just
cool.
don't have any control of the zone right now. I haven't pitched since November because I couldn't do any of the warm-up practice games or any of that. So that was my first real legit live inning in months. So I should be good by franchise, but I wish I had it for this. Definitely feel like I left meat on the bone. But getting that 1 point against you guys, I think, was huge for me in the standings. Now I need you guys to take care of business for me now.
Right. Or at least we're tied, and then ball and play is fucking crazy interesting. I knew, I don't know if you heard me on mic, but I was telling my team, 4 doesn't do it.
Right.
6 doesn't do it.
I was saying
I know what we have in the second inning, and I knew that I really didn't want to pitch because I'm not going to last the whole day now.
Yeah, that was my question. What is the pitching strategy for the rest of the tournament?
Well, hey, Ryan's a work in progress, and we got a step closer. I think he even is like, hey, this is closer than where I was before. At least we can build on something. He needs to take an intentional breath before every pitch. Mm-hmm. You can see him trying to pitch before he breathes just to get it out of his head. So now I'm swinging the other way and say, hey, how about we think a lot? That's instead of trying to. Same with Rourke. He was like, I think too much. I'm like, let's think more.
Yeah.
Lean into that.
Cohen's he's not really pitching. He's kind of just standing and a shortstop throwing a first, just
That's what we're
whipping
doing.
his arm.
That's what we're doing. That's what Trev and Lou do that. If you have the velo, you got to take it off.
Yeah.
I will say.
And he's got the movement too when it's there.
Yeah.
I've never been more entertained watching someone take balls than when you just kept going up there against Ryan. That was
I was
awesome.
ready to swing the whole time.
I knew you were. You were. I saw you were gonna clip him. What a game, guys! Appreciate you both. We have more Blitzball coming your way. Make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Ball's in, coming down.
We're pitching first.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow now, brown cow.
Ow now, brown cow.
Unique New York.
Huh?
I'm going to lock down the second inning. Okay. Once they're already broken and mentally defeated.
Once we're up 5-0 and you get 2 outs, we have the third.
Tell them they can suck it.
Who's them?
Everyone.
Unique New York.
Go f*** yourself, San Diego.
Coach said I'm going to pitch the second inning. Okay.
Lie.